Good evening. I think I had the mic on. Whoop. Oh. That's no big deal. Wait, what? I thought I updated... Okay, that's weird. Oh no, it did. Oh, I didn't refresh it. Fuck. I'm so used to stuff being kind of live updated in other parts of the internet and or stuff in my job that, like, I was looking at something on one of the Twitch UI, wondering, why the fuck hasn't it updated with the title I put in there, like, hours ago? Yeah, it's because you have to refresh the page, dummy. Yeah, hi. So it's just after patch day, and I'm not doing the MSQ. And there is a reason for that. Oh. Oh, right, I configured chat to not have that. Shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna... Okay, there it is. I'll have to do that instead. But, yeah, I'm gonna try out a thing where I delay doing the MSQ a little bit. Obviously, like, MSQ doesn't come out that much, that this is really a worry, but, I got to thinking about, like, doing it day one, because I usually do MSQ day one and Alliance, and whatever raid content is there the second I can. It's often not day one because of time zones, but, there's, but obviously, like, everyone goes in to kind of, like, get in, like, as soon as possible to do it. Some people take their time. And I kind of wanted to, like, the people who usually watch me play 14 also play 14 and are usually, like, doing things alongside that. Which, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd be... Well, not that I have that many viewers, so it's like, you know, it's kind of whatever, but I feel if there's an opportunity for people to actually kind of, like, join in on the stream, as opposed to me doing it day one and being like, well, I mean, I can't touch 14 until I've actually done it, then, yeah. And MSQ's probably the one to put there. The day one, like, Alliance raid and stuff like that, I feel like people probably, revere the spoilers in that for the side content a little less, depending. But also, I know I want to get in on this day one because watching everyone fuck up the Alliance raid is funny as hell every single time. If not a little frustrating when I get treated the same way, but yeah. Hey Haunted, how's it going? So yeah, unfortunately, like, I was gonna delay it an entire week, but unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff leaking into both, like, social media and Discords I hang out in about this patch, so, I think I might do it on Friday instead. Cause, yeah, I've had a couple of close calls with, like, one person I follow on Twitter to, like, straight up, like, really vague posting, but also not really about it. I haven't been spoiled, thankfully, but, like, I read a couple of words into a sentence and went, okay, well, I think I need to temporarily unfollow this person. Which sucks, but hey. That's how it goes. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the MSQ on Friday. I feel like for MSQ that probably makes sense, because there's, like, not a ton to it. I was thinking about maybe doing it, like, again next week, but this patch in particular has been a bit... Yeah, like I said, leaking in. I love that. It's like you suspend them because it's too dangerous to follow them. Yeah, exactly. Like, and the funny thing is that the particular person I unfollowed, like, usually uses something called, is it Rot 13? I think that's the name of it. Hang on. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, Rot 13. So, like, it's an encryption algorithm, and it's a relatively simple one. Like, it's nothing too fancy. It's basically, I think it's a... Oh, what the fuck is it called? I think it's a Caesar cipher, where you basically just replace one letter with another. Just, like, completely shuffled around. Well, not necessarily. It depends on the actual cipher, but... yeah, that's the idea. And, like, a lot of people had taken to posting spoilers on main by using Rot 13. So, it would encrypt it, so you can't read it, but you can read it if you copy and paste it and throw it into the site that allows you to just translate it. And yeah, they usually did that, but then they just started, like, really going... Like, it was a lot of impressions, but the thing is, I've read too many things about that person's impressions of the game up to this point, and I can't divorce that from each other. I can't just go, oh, wow, they enjoyed this one, because that implies there were things about it that may or may not have actually matched what they were expecting, and yeah. Yeah, So yeah, I'm giving this a shot. It's already clearly becoming risky. I mean, fucking... You know, people within 24 hours posting shit is just like, what the fuck are you doing? You're playing an online game, like, for fuck's sake, keep yourself together. Not everyone has had the chance to play it. And, like, fuck, even me doing it on Friday, like, that's, like, Thursday North American time, which, like... There's probably still people who may not have actually gotten through it in that time. It's definitely a possibility. But yeah. I'm gonna risk it, because, it could be worth it. But, at the very least, nothing you can do about that. Yeah, exactly. Like, well, yeah, I either... One of two things happens. I either accept that may happen, and, you know, do the thing... and, like, try and preserve it for a few more days to see if, like, more people stick around, or more people come around for it. Or I just say fuck it and always do it day one. Which, like, yeah, it might be a little foolhardy to do it with, like... not much of a dedicated viewer base or anything, but fuck it. If there is a change, then yeah. Derek is... Wait, I spelt his name wrong in the tweet. Oh, whatever. Derek is waiting word from Kryl. Oh, Aldine. Just good of you to come, but I'm afraid there's still no word from Kryl or Grahatia. They're working as fast as they can to compile the findings of our investigation, I shouldn't doubt. But between the Phantom Relic's etheric data and the Monument's epigraph, they have much and more to review. Now, while awaiting developments, I had mind to pay Snow Game a visit in the Omphalos. If you weren't otherwise occupied, you should come too. Sure, I'll do that. Actually, I wonder if anyone... Oh, right, the monkey. I wasn't watching. Anyone else? No. No one's logged on since patch day. That's not unexpected. Most of them are back to WoW at this point. At some point, I've got to figure out if I want to try and raid with another group at this point. But those are thoughts for another time. Yeah, and I started off in here because it was kind of boring outside with Derek, and, like, I couldn't really find something that was intriguing as a little starting thing here. Snow Game has become something of a fixture here. So focused is she on her work, she often neglects taking sustenance. Pray her health doesn't suffer. Yeah, typical fucking Charlian. Snow Game, when was the last time you went to bed? Oh, if it isn't Aldine and Derek. But no Kryl or Raha, I see. Unfortunately. Speaking of whom, would you not prefer to be with them in Charlian? You're a researcher too, after all. I find myself much more effective in the field. Being here gives me inspiration, you see, and of late I've been mulling over the opening words of the epigraph. As beings who endure by the will of the star, we are susceptible to the influences of hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. The suggestion that faith has shaped the nature of the 12 paints a truly intriguing picture. Truth be told, I was also hoping that I might speak with the gods again. But they haven't graced us since the time we solved the mystery of the monument. They only do so on exceptional occasions, it seems. Be that as it may, I believe there might be another way to see them. Oh? When we journeyed with the gods, Azima told me that each of them wished to speak with you in private. You, Aldine. If you were to call them before their heavens, I have a feeling they will answer. Huh. So won't you give it a try? Oh, and afterwards, let us know what they said. I, for one, see no harm in it. But if you are disinclined, then do not feel pressured. It's entirely your decision. What, are you just gonna wander over somewhere else, or you're actually gonna leave? Oh. You now have the opportunity to speak with those of the 12 whom you have encountered thus far. To do so, call to them before their entrances to their respective heavens. You may advance the quest at any time by speaking with Derek in the Omphalos. Oh, whoa, shit. Brace yourselves, I'm about to be here for 2 hours. God, I forget his voice. Ah, Aldine! Pleased am I that you seek me out. I wish to speak with you. Have you been dedicating yourself to crafting, I wonder? In my capacity as the builder, I watch your progress upon this path with keenest interest. The act of crafting embodies the spirit of improvement and advancement. It is my hope that you will strive ever forward and seize that which you most desire with your own hands. I'm probably going to get a tiny spiel about each of their domains, I guess. Ah, yeah, let's talk to Ralga. Well, well, if it isn't the dauntless Aldine. Full glad am I that you would thus call to me. When you and yours investigated the origins of the Fist of Ralga, you posited some interesting theories. The connection between myself and the Sylph's divinity in particular. You did well to draw that conclusion. Right. Because yours is the heaven of lightning, and... yeah, Ralga is... sorry, oh my god, you just said his fucking name. Holy shit. Oh, this is gonna be a bad one. Oh, you didn't actually say it. Oh my god, why the fuck am I forgetting his name? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. What the fuck? Ramu. Fuck me. I think I was trying to think of a different... like, every time I thought R, I was like, no, that Ralga. You're not thinking of Ralga, but... But yeah, Ramu being, the Lord of Levin, lightning. Your inquiring minds have taken you far, child of man, and they will take you further still. So, assuming this is a one-off, it's interesting that there are some gods missing, although I might get the opportunity to speak with them after the thing, because this is part of the quest. Hey, Azima. What relation you to Azim, please? I need info. Ah, Aldine. At last you've come. I was right to entrust your zealous scholar companion with the message. Ever since our first meeting, I knew that I simply must see you again. There is something familiar about you. You awaken forgotten feelings in me. Feelings that once smoldered like embers amidst the ashes. Perhaps you resemble someone I knew long ago. Yet whatever the reason, your presence gives me comfort and warmth. May your light ever burn bright. Huh. I wonder, have none of them put together who I am? Or who the Warrior of Light is? Huh. Either that or they're being coy, which, like, the gods have been shown to be willing to be fickle. Or, willing to be, what's the word I'm looking for here? Frugal with their own understanding of things. Aldine, we bid you welcome. Know that though we appear to be two beings, a dual aspect of divinity, 'twas not always so. Man's hopes harbour power, and 'twas his faith, offered over millennia, that shaped us into our present form. In answer to your faith, we, the traders, shall watch over mankind as he strives for that which he desires. You know, I was thinking that after all of this, the 12 are actually going to be done. And, return to the star. I wonder if that's actually going to happen. Like, some of these conversations definitely seem as though they're like, oh yeah, no, we will continue to do this thing. But it's like... Really? I thought your time here might have been up by then. Oh, right. Yeah, so who won't we be able to talk to? It's Thaliak, Oshon, and, oh, fuck, we'll see who it is. I might save my, like, speculation before moving on, to after I've talked to everyone. Why, if it isn't Aldine, you wish to speak, do you? Tell me, have you ever met an elemental? Many hold that they were born of me, and as I mentioned, they are the voice of those who abide in the Twelves Wood. Oh my god, the Twelves Wood. Oh, I never put that together. Fuck. At times, they may seem excessive in their actions, but it is out of an abundance of love. So pray be good to them and heed their warnings. No! Absolutely not! The elementals are shit. Oh god. Sorry, I have like a really personal. I'm really personally bothered by how the elements are employed in the game as a narrative thing. It's like an excuse to address a balance that was broken by them. It's fucking stupid. Aldine, is it? I must say, there is something to be said for being summoned by a mortal. The life of a man is but a drop in the great river of time. Thus are you and yours wont to rush ahead, not wasting a single moment. Be that as it may, certain sights will only come into view if one stops to look. So be not afraid to pass the time in ways which, at first, may not be fruitful. Should you dare to do so, you may well be visited by an eye-opening experience. Such is the richness of time. It's like, again, if I'm really reading into all of this, like, very heavy-handed messaging, it's very much like preparing us to not be guided by the gods anymore, but they weren't really guiding us to begin with, sort of. Well now, if it isn't my dear Aldine, how good of you to call on me. I'm sorry if I gave you a shock by joining my brother in battle, but I couldn't help myself. We've always done everything together, he and I. Ah, such a joy it was to face you and yours. You displayed the self-same determination that allowed you to defy fate, and it was one surprise after another. Oh, right, because her whole thing is fortune. Because of the wheel. I get it. Honestly, I'm also kind of surprised they're doing this now. Like, I would have thought that this kind of thing would be reserved for when they actually get back, or once we've visited everything, and then it's like, okay, well, here's your quest to talk to the 12 before the quest proceeds and all that, but yeah. Ma'am. How bold you are to summon me, Aldine. It is no less than I expect from you. In recognition of your valor and deeds, I offer a word of counsel. Okay. Well do I know the power of men's hopes, of mortal faith. There is no faith that I reject. Wait, there is no faith that I reject? There is no faith that I reject. As in anyone looking up to her, or... Yet in every age there are those who invoke the name of the divine for their own ends. Be not misled by them. Yeah, that caveat definitely needs to be said in your name, Aloni. Whole of Ishgard just fucking sneezed. Ooh, I wonder if I'm gonna get talk about Dalamud with, Menfina. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna really quickly look up something. 12. Halone, Menfina, Thaliak, Lim Lane. That's the other one. So we've got Thaliak, Lim Lane, and Oshon that have not been fought yet. Oh, Aldine, what a delightful surprise. You wished to see me, did you? I'm truly grateful that we can talk like this. As you know, I'm the goddess of love. Yet that obviously doesn't mean I have a monopoly on love. For instance, my brethren love mankind with all their hearts, just like me. And whether or not Oshon is my beloved as mortals believe, I have more than enough room in my heart for everyone, Be it men or gods, I love you all alike. And needless to say, I love my adorable Dalamud too, whom you and yours gifted to me. Yeah, I only created that out of the fucking moon that was created as a result of the Allagans fucking with Bahamut and shit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so to hold up for just 1 second before we move on. Yeah, and no wonder it's Azima that says something about this, because, yeah, the name is kind of likened. So, my money is still on, and people have uncovered things that makes me think this is just a lock. Like, this is 100% what's going on. But the 12 were the people that, sacrifice themselves along with Vinar to create Hydaelyn. And that, each of them was actually an ancient, you know, in the long, long ago. So, when Azima talks about, like, oh, something about you is reminding me of someone or something, it's like, yeah, that would probably be your namesake, actually. But it's interesting that they don't, because we know people that have been able to recognize the connection between the Warrior of Light and Azem. But they all don't, which is kind of wild to me, because, like, well, first of all, I'm pretty sure that being able to see the Hue of Souls is actually not universal. Vinar doesn't recognize the Warrior of Light as Azem, for example. But uses other context clues to be like, hold on, you're not from around here. What the hell is your deal? So it's definitely not universal, but the fact that none of them do, and Azima seems to get, like, a vague hint, I do wonder, like, they say, the other thing is that they say they're not primals, but, like, the way I just described what happened, that these people sacrifice themselves to bring about Hydaelyn, would make you think that they, you know, their beings are expent, like, so long, or Hydaelyn is formed. Maybe it was the death of Hydaelyn that let them back? Fuck, I didn't actually think about that. But no, they've been shaped by the... No. Because people have wandered into the realm of the 12 and have managed to get a vague likeness of them. But then again, they've always said that faith in that shapes them, so, like, if that is the case, then their likeness isn't necessarily a direct connection. But I'm pretty sure, I think it was, like, Ralgra and, Beergot? I can't remember how to pronounce his name. Basically confirmed that, yeah, some people have wandered in before, or caught our likenesses when I think the calamities were happening. But they're generally trying to, like, they generally try and avoid interactions and that. All of this to say that they're not like primals, but they definitely have primal-like features. Like, whether or not they have shaped themselves to become what man sees them as, or if they have become that just as a direct result of that envisioning and faith, is a big question mark at the moment. But yeah, I wonder if we're gonna bring up Azem at all. Because, like, the creation of Zodiac and Hydaelyn were pretty, like, big events that Azem was absent for both of. And considering, you know, the Shard of Azem is kind of just going around beating up the gods now as, like, play fighting for them is, like... Yeah. What, you didn't see them, Snow Game? Yeah. Also, just the presence of these and some of the phrasing makes me think they're gonna stick around, but, like, Yeah, I'm still probably betting that they're gonna go. Either that, or they're going to, like, truly sort of fall into the background and become, like, less than they are now. Because one of the things... one of the things I was thinking about, like, how have they come to be? They are very powerful beings, thus they must have a lot of ether. So, they were either... And there's some wording in, like, I think it's out-of-game stuff. Well, it might be in-game, actually. Talking about the summoning of Hydaelyn, and particularly the, like, implied creation of the 12, that, like, they weren't just, like, summoned or they weren't just, like, summoned, but they were, like... They gave themselves up, but then they became something else? I don't know. It's... I should have, done a reread before I got to this point, but I usually try flying off the cuff a bit, because I could go with the extremely deep dives into that, but, like, I kind of like just being like, okay, let me try and recollect it and see if I can have it from there, because then random things will come up and I'll be like, oh shit, I could talk about that, and that's often kind of fun. Spoken to your satisfaction, have you? Then let us await Kryl and Grahatia together. Yes. Still no sign of them. What were they doing again? I think they were looking at the etheric readings they'd gotten from the gods. Ah, there is something I've been meaning to ask you. As an adventurer, you are better traveled than most. Of the places you have seen, what kind do you like the best? Bustling hubs brimming with activity, natural environs unspoiled by man, faraway lands where new encounters await, quiet places where I can enjoy solitude. See, I'm kind of both thinking about all of my Warriors of Light, but also, like, just in general. Like, this is the binding thing for all four of them. Don't know if he would prefer quiet places, though. He is a bit of a fucking, book nerd. And being undisturbed is definitely a high quality he would seek. Then again, the bustling hubs brimming with activity usually means there's books and information about. I'm gonna say quiet places. Is that so? Well, do I understand it? The desire to have a place all your own, where you might be with your own thoughts. I myself am partial to wandering, Eorzea. So rich in ether, this land, and possessed of so many aspects. It was when I was travelling through the Twelveswood that I encountered this fellow. I knew not how he came to be injured and alone, but I couldn't turn a blind eye. He has long since recovered, and I probably should have returned him to his forest home. But when I see him there, undaunted in the presence of gods, I can't help but feel 'twas fate that delivered him to me. Still, the day will come when we must go our separate ways. They're finally here, everyone! Welcome back. How fared your work? It took longer than we anticipated, but we managed to compile our findings. and thence deliberated a course of action. Indeed. Hereon, we would do well to tread with caution. Oh. The waveforms we recorded with the etheric analyzer revealed an unsettling occurrence. In the course of fighting us, the gods expended a tremendous amount of their ether, so much as so as to dilute their very essence. Oh. Okay, yeah, and this is their way of, like, actually diluting themselves to the point that they go back to the star, maybe? Yeah, that would probably track. So, like, they'd spend all of their power fighting us, and then it'd be like, yeah, cool, done. Peace out, then. Maybe the final fight is going to be all of them together, then. There was clearly a reference to the Watcher, the 13th of the 12. And because we'd fought 9 people up until this point, a lot of people were speculating that we might actually be fighting the Watcher. But the Watcher is like a person that's split across all of the shards, so I don't know, like, unless we're recollecting the Watcher from a bunch of places and joining them together again, I don't really know what that's gonna be. But no, if they've spent themselves up to this point and they haven't quite gone yet, that would, and, you know, the last 3 all do that as well, then the last fight might be like, okay, we're throwing all our power into a bucket and expending all of it. Thanks, dude. Salute and die. Lest you worry, you've done no wrong, Aldine. The gods themselves wish to fight, after all. That being said, we should avoid engaging in further battle until we learn more about their true objective. To that end, we will seek out the 13th unnamed being, whose duty is to watch unflinching. If Raha is correct, we have no reason to, and we have no reason to believe otherwise, said being is the Watcher on the moon. Yeah, true. You'd be pleased to know I've already acquired permission to use the Tower of Babel from the Ilsabad contingent, who oversee the structure with the Gallian people's leave. We're really going, then? To the moon? Oh, huzzah! Wonder what the Watcher is like. If there are no other matters, then let us set forth at once. You good? If you still wish to speak with the gods, best to seek them out now. They may not be there later. Well, like, I can't talk to the others, right? Yeah. No, I talked to all of them. I'm glad they at least give you a little extra bit to be like, okay, for real though, go and talk to them if you haven't. Yeah, no worries, Haunted. Have a good sleep. Oh boy. There's more people out here than I saw queuing up for this stuff before. This is probably going to be a long one, and that makes sense given the subject matter. Greetings, Heideland's champion. You are ever welcome here, as are your companions. Tis a pleasure to meet you, Watcher. We come hoping that you would answer some questions for us. Questions about Heideland. We have deciphered the monument at the heart of the Phantom Realm. In addition to the names and duties of the 12, it speaks of one who is unnamed, who shall watch unflinching. Are we correct in assuming that that individual is you? 12 have existed for eras. If you know aught about them, will you not share your knowledge with us? They have a desire which they claim can only be fulfilled through battle with mankind. We wish to understand what that is. Please. Yeah, you know. So man has managed to come this far. Very well. You have earned the right to know. Remember, however, that I am but a creation. Though I have been imbued with some memories of the past, they are far from complete. I feel like everyone's had like a shorter nod recently. First of all, I am indeed the unnamed being the monument describes. An entity created by Hydaelyn to serve a purpose, alongside the 12. Together, they were charged with preserving equilibrium on a sundered and unstable star. Like myself, they were given shape from people who once existed. And like myself, they believed that the world should be entrusted to the new life that had emerged. Hang on, wait. They were given shape from people who once existed. So Hydaelyn created the 12 like she did the Watcher, then? While I do not possess detailed memories of that time, Venar selected those she deemed best suited to their respective duties. That would explain why the 12 appear to have personalities like mortals. The men and women they once were influenced their personalities, yes, but so too did the faith of mortals. Wait, actually, now that I think about it, primals are influenced by the, primals are influenced by the prayers of those who summoned them. Is it possible creation magics also function the same way, because primals are basically a rudimentary form of creation magics? But also, as far as I know, I don't think there's been anything confirming that, like, once a primal is there, that they are further shaped by things? Generally speaking, if a primal's summoned... Well, generally speaking, if a primal is summoned, it tends to fucking wreak havoc, because that was the intention of the Ascians. So I guess, yeah, we necessarily wouldn't, yeah, by necessity not have any information regarding that. Knowingly or no, when men pray, they will the object of their worship to assume a form that can better grant them their heart's desire. In this manner have the 12 been shaped over eons into images that fit men's ideals. So you were right, Raha. Hopes and prayers have the power to influence the gods. Yet even as they thus changed, at Venar's behest, they would have refrained from intervening in mortal affairs. As a result, there will have been times when they acted in ways that are contrary to your expectations. But now that Hydaelyn is no more, and the final days averted, the 12 have arrived at a decision regarding their fate all their own. 'Tis not for me to reveal the truth of their desire. I can, however, guarantee that it will not visit harm upon mankind. Nay, far from it. Well, I, for one, never felt that the gods meant us ill. To have your guarantee as well, we couldn't possibly doubt them anymore. It's most assuring to confirm the connection between you and the 12. With this, we may proceed in our quest with easier hearts. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. We shall return to the Omphalos and continue engaging with your brethren. That is well. As I watch on, I shall pray that the tale comes to a happy conclusion for gods and men alike. Uh-huh. Obo seems more happy than usual. Derek. May your journey be fulfilling. Unless... Oh, I didn't see them. Damn. Pretty sure that said Disguy, which is very funny. I mean, everyone's pretty... Or a lot of people reckon either the monkey or the, or Derek is Oshon. And I've got to wonder, like... I've got to wonder if, may your journey be fulfilling. I feel like... I don't know if that's meant to reference something. Wouldn't surprise me if it did. But the only other, like, shot in the dark I can offer at that point is maybe Oshon is the monkey, but the person is actually, like, the Watcher or something. It's, like, literally the only other possibility. But that would have meant that someone needed to have, like, Yeah, Derek can't just, like, form out of nothing. It has to be either, like, a form taken by... Something's amiss. God's avatars are nowhere to be seen. That's because our preparations are complete. Here we go. Yeah, there's only 2 of them. Well, Oshon's got to be somewhere. Yeah, so this is going to be Thaliak and Limlane. Ma'am. Also, I loved it. I loved that everyone was disappointed they gave Thaliak pants. Ah, I've waited so bloody long for this moment. Limlane, are you such uncouth with... are such uncouth words the first you would speak unto our guests? Oh, leave off, Thaliak. You can't tell me you're not as excited as I am. I would be the first to admit my joy, but on such a momentous occasion, I would act with due propriety. Well met, children of man. 'Tis our understanding that you have spoken with the Watcher and ascertained our true nature. Indeed. We were created by Hydaelyn to tend the star. Okay, actually, yeah, yeah, so that was definitely the feeling I got from, like, some of the supplementary stuff, is that, like, Hydaelyn created them, but she didn't, like, summon them. Whether or not they're, like, whether or not that confers on them a different state than created beings and summoned beings is a entire other thing, because this was a, like, gigantic primal that essentially created them.
Having built the Omphalos at its heart, and our sanctums throughout ether-rich Eorzea, we labored to preserve the balance of reality. All of this we have learned, but there is still one thing we do not understand. Our analysis of the Phantom Realm revealed that you and yours dilute your very selves by fighting us. Would this not impede your ability to carry out your duties? We appreciate your concern, but you needn't worry. Yeah, here we go. I knew it. You were him all along. Likewise, I know that you harbored suspicion as to my true identity. Yeah. So was the Oppo just following him around? While my brethren used various creatures as their avatars, I chose the form of a man, the better to share in your solitude. And it fell to me. Thank you for that shot. God damn. Oh, he's even got the fucking horn like a summoner. God damn it. The Wanderer, to beckon unto the Omphalos, they who could grant our wish. What? How could you hide such a thing from us? Had you known my true identity and our purpose, we feared that you would refuse to fight us. But our fears were unfounded. You heeded our request and, despite the hardships, endeavored to grant it. Falling down a Gordon Ramsay rabbit hole, don't mind me. Really? Forgive me, Aldine, but I must leave the little fellow in your care. That was really just a random Oppo then. In the innermost part of our realm, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety. I await your coming with bated breath. This is our grandest moment, mortal. Gird your loins and have at us. As your patron deity, I shall receive you with my all, as a raging torrent of child of man. Wait, is that special dialogue because, like, Aldine is specifically born under Thaliak? Oh, God! That's not fair, video game. Son of a bitch. Oh, this game's gonna make me cry over that fucking Oppo, I know it. He's sad! I don't blame Derek for hiding the truth. There's no easy thing to say that you're actually a god. In his wanderings, I can't help but wonder what Derek thought and felt. So Derek is the Wanderer, the deity who shares in men's solitude. And in order to beckon us to the Phantom Realm, he posed as an explorer and solicited the aid of the Sons of St. Koinak. In spite of this, I do not feel as though I've been deceived, nor do I harbor any resentment. Rather, I simply feel sad. I understand. It is as if a dear friend were suddenly spirited away. In hindsight, perhaps it was in expectation of the coming battle that he had kept men at arm's length. God, I imagine it must have been even harder for you. Kryl, can't you talk to animals? But to know that one of the 12 walked among us. It makes me want to do the best we can by them. Aye. Since time immemorial, the 12 have watched over all who would abide on this star. And even as they fulfilled their purpose of maintaining stability, as beings possessed of sentience, they also heeded the hearts of men. So let us likewise heed their hearts, and do our utmost to grant them their desire. Then I believe we all know what comes next. Yep, I beat him up. And try not to fall off from pushback. So, it was noted in the patch notes that, I think it was the Alliance raid. I don't know if it's 6.5 specific. I don't know if it's the trial. But there's some worry about pets and knockbacks, so, yeah. By all indications, this will be the final foray into the God's Sanctum. This task we entrust to you and your adventurer friends once more, Aldine. As there's no telling what may happen afterwards, I shall remain on guard here. Twice now you have triumphed, and I have faith that you will do so yet again. Go well, Aldine. Okay. Oh. Just loaded in. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. Worry not. I shall hold the fort. Here. Pray focus on the battles ahead. For the coming foray, you should face Thaliak in the Heaven of Water, and Limlane and Oshon in the Heaven of Wind. While Namia would also abide in the former, I believe she has already fulfilled her part, which means an easier time for you, or so I hope. Though we're assured that fulfilling the god's desire won't visit harm upon the star, I cannot help but worry what may come to pass. We must be prepared. Raids. It was out of their undying love for mankind that the 12 constructed the monument at the heart of... at the heart of the Omphalos. That they might never lose sight of their purpose. To answer that love, you must sally forth into their sanctum one last time to grant them their heart's desire. Oshon, or Derek as you had known him, awaits with his brethren, Thaliak and Limlane, in their heavenly domain. Brave torrential waters, weather stormy winds, and vanquish these remaining deities, and you shall arrive at the truth of their mysterious objective. Which is basically to kill themselves? Oh shit, that was quick. Yeah, I wonder what... Because there's... Well, there's usually 4 fights in an Alliance raid, and I feel like they wouldn't, back off on this one. But then what's the final one gonna be? Is it them all pulling their forces together and, like, doing, like, a weird council fight? Is it,
them forming into something else entirely. Like, I'm pretty sure that that extra boss model we saw for Azura, I think it is a trial. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a trial. So I don't think that it's possible for this last fight to involve that character. It's kind of a shame we're not going to get to, like, have a one-on-one with Derek like we did with the other gods, though. But then again, like, what would we have to talk about, really? There's still the mystery of this thing. Look at something real quick. No, this is a little further along, actually. I'm gonna see if, actually, I don't know if that info gets updated if someone jumps in. I kind of want to see if I can do it with a group of randoms. Because I don't know, like, to be fair, this is a group of randoms too. But I don't know how many people have actually already done it. And a group like this might be a little bit more coordinated. Not that there's much that I can really do right now. I think everything else that I want to do for 6.5 is a duty, so... What the hell is this? Oh. It's gone. Rip. Yeah, that's filling up a bit quicker. Fuck it. Current class or job. Wait, what? Why? Wait, what? Okay, there we go. Were they enforcing a composition or something? Oh, they might have been prioritizing it to get the party buffs. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Oh. Oh, actually, or I tried to jump in and the party was full and that was the message that just came up. I'm not sure which of those. Yeah, because I don't think I've ever tried to join a party in an alliance raid when the specific party I tried to join is actually full. It's a bit of a shame that they don't have just an option to just be thrown into a random group. Because for healers and tanks, like, I can understand that there's probably a reason for that, but... Well, there's more of an advantage doing that as a tank or healer, because you want to balance it out and stuff like that, but... Although... There's probably technical reasons behind that, like, you can't join an alliance group. You can only join an alliance party, if that makes sense. Oh. We should get going soon, at the very least. Yeah, I don't know what else, Oh! You know what I should Oh, hang on. I think I need to do the Four Lords for Tataru's Grand Adventure as well. Yeah, I got through the first part of that and then went, oh yeah, I gotta do the Heavensward Alliance raids, and now we got... Seriously? Oh my god. Was just practicing on dummy? You can literally stop... Gotta be fucking joking. Yeah, hopefully. That's a shame. Like, what? Someone said that they were practicing on a dummy, and that's the reason they, like, said no both times, and I'm like... the fuck? Like, you can literally reset your, threat. You don't need to fucking wait on that. Please. Hey, there we go. Let's do it. I want to see my pet get obliterated. What? Oh, fuck you. What piece of gear did I... Oh, whatever. Is it too late to make a where does the water come from joke, or... Wait, what is this? Fuck. I know this melody from somewhere. That's not torn from... No, that's not torn from the heavens. Ooh, pick me for dance partner. No! Oh, the red mage has more HP than me. They probably got bigger eye level.
Come, mortals. Make your way through our watery sanctum.
Oh, hey, Ian.
Let us see how you fare against my servants.
What I'm gonna have to do real quick in the middle of all this. Character config, character battle effects. Limited, there we go. Ugh. Ow.
Only to be expected for they who vanquished my pupil Beauregard.
Oh, Beauregard. No,
It shall be my pleasure to welcome you personally.
Alright, here we go.
I have looked forward to this moment, children of man. The scholar shall measure your depth of knowledge.
Diagnosis. Something out his image, I think. Yeah.
The rivers rage at my behest. Not all knowledge is wisdom. At what answer will you arrive, I wonder?
Oh, god damn it. Oh, that hit hard.
Of ignorance be cleansed. Join me in deepest knowledge.
Uh-huh. Oh, baby, triangles.
Let flow the waters of your mind. Seek new perspectives, and you shall find new paths.
Oh, shit. Yep, I can triangle.
Small wonder the others have exalted so.
Hetrine. That's a modifier.
O waters purifying, reveal their nature.
Oh, there was a second part to that.
'Tis time for a test.
Hieroglyphica?
Share with me your ruminations.
Or is this... Oh god, I don't know which way this is gonna go. Is this asking... No, it's up. Yeah, okay. No, I was in the right spot initially. Fuck me!
Not all answers can be obtained through
Oh,
light.
I'm about to be right banked. Fuck. Please? Please? Oh, thank God.
to me the wisdom of man. Let us enlighten one another.
Be that. Oh no, hold on. I'll commit, damn it.
Well done, wise children. Well done.
Smooth sailing so far, I see. Come then, immortals. Have you got the stones to face the navigator? Come on! Don't keep me waiting!
Right, I forgot Lim Lane was the fucking navigator.
Let me prepare a suitable stage for our union.
Oh, gods. Oh, wow, straight to it, huh? Oh god, this is such a weird one to space out CDs. God, I wish I could just switch back to Bahamut. Like, just let me choose which demi-summon I start off with if I'm out of combat.
I'll teach you the ways of navigation. Mine are the waves and the winds.
Spiral? Yeah. Rose.
Can you contend with she who rules the tides?
Oh, yeah.
My trident parts the very sea.
Don't interrupt my cast, please. Oh, I'll stay winning. Spiral. Whoa, excuse me?
You must make an ally of the wind.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ralga 2.0.
Rise above the white caps.
That's fucking cool. Right, straight, though.
Ah, you don't disappoint.
I don't think there's enough time to do E3.
Like the stormy seas, I'm a harsh mistress.
Yes, man. Oh, I did not see the order those were falling in.
Brace for the storm! I trust you don't mind if they play too. Come, Pericos, Thalios. Join us in the excitement.
Oh boy. Uh-huh. Okay, out and away from them.
Dance upon the waves.
Wait, what? Oh, she was facing us. Fuck me. She was facing away.
That's the way, my clever serpents.
Oh boy. Oh no, not Dropsy.
Feel the might of the navigator.
Oh, that's good.
Go on, my pets. Don't be shy.
Oh shit.
Boundless.
Oh
as the
shit.
ocean. Swim free, my pet.
Oh, no.
You can surely do better than that.
Oh, Jesus.
You're bloody brilliant, you are.
Oh, that was the first one. Fuck.
Brace for the storm! To seek new horizons, you must come together as one. It falls to you and yours to navigate the seas ahead.
Ah, she said the thing.
After all this time, it feels strange calling to you thus.
Fuck you! Oh my god! That's fucking Ardbert.
For making it this far,
It's fucking Ardbert's
Not long
voice
now.
actor.
till our journey together must end.
Oh. Wow, there's like surprisingly little trash here. 3, so that'd be 4. So there'll be 1 trash before, I guess, the next one? God damn it, why am I always starting on Phoenix? I mean...
I am the last of us to face you.
Oh.
Strong are they who roam.
Stand firm amidst the storm.
Reproduce? Oh no. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, okay.
You must persevere.
Whoa. This is probably gonna have a trick to it. Oh, there's two of them. Neat. Uh-huh. Both? Wait, what? Oh no, there was an...
Guide my arrow.
There was one I couldn't see. Fuck.
My bowstring sings.
Down the hill.
You can overcome this.
Lofty
I know you
peaks.
can. Arise!
Oh, you... Son of a bitch. Okay.
By fighting you, that strength shall be returned to the star.
Yeah, of course.
Come! Grant us our heart's desire. Stay not your steps.
Is that gonna twist the... Oh no.
Those who hesitate are lost.
Ocean's got a lot of health. Ooh. Oh, I forgot different. Fuck it.
Behold the Wanderer's arrow.
Huh? I guess clear out the center, but also the point, yeah.
I'm glad that it was you who came to us.
Say my name, Ocean.
Here our journey ends.
Trail? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, was I really too early on that? Fuck me. Oh no, I might have gotten hit by the AoE, actually. Oh no.
You've grown strong. The sweet sorrow of parting. I beg you, stay the course to the end.
Yeah? To the Omphalos. Hey, y'all, coming in hot. Yeah, okay, that's where this was coming in. Oh, do I want to grab this?
You're back. The Omphalos. It's
Kinda
suddenly
do.
transformed.
Ah!
Servants, what's the meaning of this? Those ones, I leave to you.
Is there? Surely they're not doing this, right? Are they... Is their power just coalescing, maybe?
It seems we're being summoned. Go, my friend. I will stay here with the others.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, was not expecting this. Fighting God next? We have been fighting gods this whole time. No, but like Yahweh, literally. What the fuck are we gonna be fighting? This, I mean, the aesthetic here also kind of does look like Azura, but like, I doubt that's it. Oh, Lord. I think we could all be kicking that. Well, not me, because Summoner doesn't have that, but... Keeping my goddamn Bahamut for whatever's coming. What on earth are we gonna be fighting here? Like, my guess would have been, like, the combined might of the 12, or whatever's left, but... Might need to put BGM 100 for this one.
The will of the star has entrusted the future to you and yours.
Will of the Star?
As entities charged with ensuring life on Aetheris, we rejoice in this outcome with all our hearts.
What are you summoning? Like Aetheris instead of Hydaelyn or Zodiac? Yeah, it's just 12 soup. Eulogia. Oh my god, that...
Time, beloved children. Time to bid farewell to the relics of the past.
Jesus Christ.
Come, children, fulfill our final wish.
I got slapped there.
Returns to the star.
Dawn of time.
By the power vested in us.
First of all. Where are you going? Uh-huh. What is... third form?
Fight with all your being.
Quintessence. Excuse me? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I think I got it. So, there was tells for each of the attacks that I probably missed. First form, left. Okay. Second form, left. Yeah, okay. Third form in front? No, that's gonna be a donut. Yep, and run forward. And then onto there. I don't know what that last one was.
Was your faith that gave rise to this radiance?
Well,
Shine like the stars on high.
Venus command. Yeah, this little bit. No one knows what they're doing. Trust yourself. Yep. Yep. Oh, there was another one. Oh, fuck off. Oh my god. Oh, you're not gonna get me this time. Oh my god. Come on! I don't think... Was there time to get away from that? I don't know if I believe that. Blue first.
Not a single mote of strength shall we hold back. The only way is forward. Overcome our final test.
Oh god. What the fuck am I looking at? And then it'll be orange. Yeah, okay. It wasn't as much of a clusterfuck as I thought it was. Oh, I'm gonna die though. Or not.
Ever has mankind hoped and prayed.
Edamon Eorzea? What is going on?
And those hopes and prayers have given us fall.
It's just a bunch of fucking power from each of them? Yeah.
Unto the sun, we surrender our all. You have truly come far.
Oh no, we lost one. First form, right? Yep. What is that one? Do we need to be on that immediately? And then right, okay. Yeah, I guess it's just, a really... Yeah, it was, I wasn't, close enough last time, I guess.
Twas your faith that gave rise to this radiance.
I can't remember what that is.
Not a single mote of strength shall we hold back. Shine like the stars on high.
Looks like is the moons. I think I just have to move to here to be safe. Yep, let's fucking go.
Final test.
Oh, my brain is so big. Okay. Whew. Ugh.
Thank you.
Whew. Man, that design, that boss design is busy as fuck. Need that. Did I... Oh, I got the other one. Yeah, okay. Do I get anything? Nope. Well, nothing from the final boss. I got a chest piece for glam if I want it. Aldine, are you alright? Thanks for clearing the way, Aldine. That being, I presume, is the 12? You have done well, children of man. As promised, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety. Our desire is simply thus, to give ourselves unto the star as a blessing. In the 12 millennia we have existed, we have come to harbor tremendous power through prayers. Through battle, our essence shall unravel and return to the star, where it might give rise to new life. Such is our final gift to you. You mean you'll disappear? Yes. The fragments of our former souls, which serve as the core of our existence, shall rejoin the life stream. Yet though we may fade from sight, our individuality lost, our stabilizing influence shall endure. The only thing to change is where your prayers find their way. Henceforth, it shall be this, the instrument of blessing that receives of mortal hopes, hopes that shall be given back to the star. But your presence brings comfort to mankind. Everyone would wish for you to remain. Must you truly fade away? Such gladdening things you say, child. We must confess, what we do, we also do for ourselves. When mankind overcame the final days, it so moved us that even we, who are but constructs, knew the greatest joy. You have shown your unfaltering love for the world. In return, we would show our undying love for you. Worry not. Myths are not wont to be woven and passed down. So long as men hold the 12 in fondness, we shall live on in your faith in us. When you say such things... The moment of parting is come. By our blessing, may you march towards a brighter future. Farewell, beloved children. When you are ready, brothers and sisters. God damn it, you can't play...
May the font of your ingenuity ever flow. Yours is the strength to destroy all obstacles. Abide in virtue and hold fast to the truth. There is meaning in your deeds. Celebrate life and embrace death. May you flourish and reap a bountiful harvest. In your limited time, have boundless compassion. Carry yourself with honor and forge on toward victory. Harbor love in your heart, for yourself, for others, and for the world. From past to future, the river of knowledge flows. Be part of its nourishing waters. May a wonderful new world greet you beyond destiny's horizon. Be calm as the ocean, and you shall weather any storm. And as the wind blows unfettered, may you be free to follow your heart. You needn't agonize so, Oshon. Remain with them if that be your desire. But this is what we've dreamed of. To return to the star together. I never imagined that I would grow so fond of them. That parting would be so hard. Long as we have abided in patience to have joined the life stream. For the drop in the river of time that is man's fleeting life. Why not share your fate with them? Follow your heart as you ever have. And when the time comes, we shall meet again. I've decided to continue journeying a while longer. I was wondering how there was going to be a follow-up quest to this, given the way this was going, but, yeah, that tracks. Cannot have been easy for Derek to break with his decision. Should like to hear what went through his mind. He's back! He's really back! That I'm still here, I can scarce believe it myself.
Okay, good. I'm not crying over the monkey now. Words can't well express my surprise when I opened my eyes to see Derek standing there. Naturally curious as to what happened, but above all, I rejoice for a dear friend returned. Braced by gods. Derek is the very picture of peace. What to say in such a moment? Best to speak from the heart, I suppose. I'm glad to be back. God damn it, Graha. And we're glad to have you back. Glad hardly suffices to describe it. We're over the moon that you're still here, Derek. Or should we call you Oshon? I no longer have Oshon's power. Derek will do. I was remade from the portion of my essence that wasn't returned to the star, and will live out my days as a man. May I ask what happened? No sooner had the 12 vanished than you reappeared before us. At the very last, I couldn't bear it. Couldn't bear to say farewell. Your earnest friendship had weighed down my steps. And the little fellow's fervent call halted them. I was overwhelmed by the keenest longing to remain among you and see more of the world I love. Upon seeing me torn, my brethren bade me follow my heart. I needed no further urging. We created the instrument of blessing in the faith that one day the star would no longer need our guiding hand. Thanks to you, that day has finally come. But I ramble. How uncharacteristic. Let us head back to the Omphalos, shall we? Actually jump scared me a bit, Jesus. Well, we must return to Sharlayan. The Forum will be expecting a report. Yet, if the entire truth were to be revealed to the public, it would shake the very foundation of the worship of the 12. Aye. Pending our report, we would do well, to consult the Forum on what details are safe to disclose. Much pertaining to the field of mythology will need to be obfuscated, I fear. Worry not on my account. Inspired by our findings, I have a mind to examine the 12 in the context of reception theory. People's perception of deities are wont to be informed by their culture. By comparing the differences across eras and regions, I believe we may uncover heretofore unseen aspects to the 12. Reception theory, you say? Most intriguing. I should like to see the fruits of your research when I visit Sharlayan. When you do, have care not to reveal who you used to be. Our scholars would be all over you like starved beasts. Good Kryl face. I see. Perhaps I shall wait a while before I come calling. Before I came to you, I simply roamed the world. I had no objective, nothing I wished to find. But
the second chance I have, I mean to undertake my travels with a renewed perspective. But ere I set out... Huh? I would move my brethren's hopes elsewhere, to a place in men's midst. Oh, what a wonderful idea. If you don't mind, we should like to accompany you. By all means. We make for the Sanctum of the 12, in the East Shroud. Oh. So is that just... No. That thing is definitely not visible in the world because this is the realm. Feel free to go on ahead, my friend. While this won't be my last time here, I need a moment before I leave. As engrossed as we've been in our work, we've seldom had the chance to thus gather and relax. The last and only time would have been the meal in Revenant's Toll, I think. Words of the monument are a promise by the gods to watch over mankind. It is comforting to know their promise will endure. Sanctum of the 12? I couldn't imagine a more fitting place for their memories. Why the fuck it was 16,000 to get to the moon? I mean, the moon's far away, but, like, I didn't think it was that far from Mordona specifically. Yeah, I had a feeling it would end here. It was in the first screenshot for this, too. Jesus. No. There we go. Do you mind? Fucking treant. No matter how many times I visit the Sanctum, its majesty never fails to move me. And the rich history. Originally built during the dawn of the 5th Astral Era, it was reclaimed by the Wood before being restored in the wake of the Calamity. Truly, it stands as a testament to the influence that magical civilizations and city-states have had upon Eorzean culture. Sanctum harbours the hopes of men, and now those of my brethren shall join them. If you are not averse, I would speak a little of my brethren. That is, those individuals whose essence lent them form. As it pertains to another age, some concepts may be foreign to you, but would you be interested nonetheless? Of course. Excellent. Biergot was a man with a gift for creating inanimate objects, such as buildings and furnishings. With his abilities, he served a supervisory role at the Bureau of the Architect, where he was nothing short of a pillar. His chief was carefree to a fault, you see, and he took it upon himself to ensure the work was done. Oh my god! Fucking... Oh... Hitler Deus is slacking off and Beergot is fucking picking up the slack. Jesus. Bro. Ralga was a brawny man whom Vinar encountered on her travels. They quickly struck up a friendship, and he joined her on a quest to destroy an enormous meteor that was hurtling toward the star. It is fair to say this event gave rise to legends surrounding the destroyer. Azima was a woman who served as a judicial officer in the Bureau of the Administrator, an experience which served her well as the warden. She was an ardent proponent of the seat of Azim, and dreamed of training under Vinar and her successor. It's a good cut to me there. Nald Thal was a close personal friend of mine. A merchant by trade, he was outwardly gregarious, but also possessed a reserved side and knew quiet joy in his passion for ore. When men began treating him as a dual-aspected god, it reminded me of the person he used to be. I couldn't help but be struck with the pang of nostalgia. Nothika was a landscape architect of great repute who grew plants gathered from the star over. Despite being skilled in magic, she preferred to nurture plants as nature intended, and her garden never bloomed with beautiful flowers. All who visited were said to leave with their souls salved. Althik was a researcher who observed newly made creations in Elpis. Yeah, so... Well, hang on. Although it was at his sister's urging that he first joined our faction, he soon became a stalwart believer in the cause, and always took the initiative in discussion. So I'm like 90% sure it's Althik and Nemea, who you can find the ancients of in Elpis. Like, they have like a surprisingly similar line to something that's said throughout this Alliance Raid questline. Just... They didn't need to do that, but, like, yeah, no, fucking amazing hints laid in the story. I think they are involved in, like, a side quest or something, if I remember correctly. Halone was a formidable warrior, tasked with hunting creations that were deemed detrimental to the star. For her prowess, she had been regarded as a leading candidate for the seat of Pashtarot, preserver of discipline and order. Menfina was the youngest among us, a student affiliated with the words of Laha Brea at the Academia Anida. Even within that prestigious institution, she was considered a prodigy, and hers were the hands that created the magic to isolate and seal Zodiac. Thaliak was the headmaster of the Academia Anida, a man of learning and leadership both. He presided over the institution's myriad faculties. No known phenomenon existed in which he wasn't vested, or as to not do justice to express the remarkable scholar that he was. Nemea was an observer in Elpis, like her older brother, Althik. She possesses a caring and inquisitive nature, and was liked and trusted by her peers. Limlane was a researcher at Metabasios Thalassai, a facility for the observation and evaluation of sea life. As passionate was she about her work, she once threw a knife at someone who inadvertently came too close to her observation subject. And that's about right. Oshon was a traveller whom Vinar encountered in the wilderness. They shared a campfire and discussed at length what it meant to be free. Leaving my hopes as the wanderer in this place, I shall set forth anew, as simply a man named Derek. And last but not least, the Watcher. He was the chief archivist at Anamnesis and Ida, and respected Vinar deeply as an individual, even as he cared for her as a dear friend. Indeed. Among our number, none was more devoted to Vinar, and that devotion made him best suited to his duty and the solitude that accompanies it. That is all. 'Tis a lot to remember, but I should be glad if they remain with you in some way. We're grateful that you would share with us these new aspects of Heidelin and the 12. Thank you. Well, it is past time we headed back to Sharlayan. It wouldn't do to keep Ojiko waiting. I assume you will be traveling via Limsa Lominsa, in which case allow us to see you off from there. Till now I have wandered alone, but as I recently learned, a journey is better shared. Man. It's funny, I feel like this is probably the most we're ever gonna get ever again about the Ancients. I'm kind of cool with that. I've spoken a lot about some fictional characters that I enjoy. Akane Kurashiki among them. And I think whilst I think a lot of people do find a lot of joy in a story that explains everything and, you know, world builds out fucking everything out into the into the ancient distant past, I feel like there's a trap there of, like, falling prey to either just, like, ruining the mystique or in some ways, like, Wikipedia-ing things where more care is taken about the past than anything in the present. And keeping the society of the ancients, mystified, in some ways. And having these little hints here and there is ultimately, I think, a better place to put it than... Well, actually, you know what? I'll speak to this after we're kind of done. Because we're probably going to see Grahar and Krylov here, and then I imagine we'll probably go off with Derek at some point. Friends apparently presently booking their passage. Plus, like, Derek might have more to say. That's where you were. There's room aboard the next ship, so we'll be setting sail shortly. Oh, Derek. No sooner did we arrive in a crowded place than you up and disappear. Ah, 'tis a force of habit in order to avoid people. But I needn't do so anymore, do I? On the contrary, I should embrace the chance to connect with other souls. As your comrades, we completely agree. And remember, you're always welcome at the Baldessian Annex, so be sure to pay us a visit. You may depend on it. Thank you, Derek, for giving us your trust. And thank you as well, Aldine. Had you not been with us, we would have struggled to grant the 12 their wish. Well, we had best find our vessel. While the report remains to be compiled, I believe we can officially declare our investigation complete. Till next time we meet, I didn't see the rest of that. Fuck. Wave back, you doofus.
Do you still have time, Aldine? Ere I embark on my journey, there is a place nearby I would like to visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Thank you. Come, we shall head outside the city via the Tempest Gate. Right. Do I have... Yes, I do have a thing for that. Baby. Ook. Here the wind whips in from the sea like a storm, but I've always found the sensation quite invigorating. Lest you wonder, I intend to strike west, and thence make my way through Upper and Outer Lenosha. And in order to mark my new beginning as a man, en route I wish to see Oshon's embrace with you. You need only accompany me across the bridge. Oh, I forgot that was here. From there, I shall continue on my own. Wait, where is that again? Oh, right, it's just this. Fuck, I completely forgot. Such a great wave that has that ripped the god's grip from the mainland. In the wake of the calamity, my brethren and I were all occupied with our respective duties. This is my first time seeing the bridge. Shall we, then? Follow Derek's lead and try not to fall behind. Can I... Alright. There it is. I think I'm slightly faster? So, it's temporarily constructed with wood. Such an invigorating breeze. Can I not dismiss you? Beauty truly knows no bounds. Forgive me, I was lost in thought. Just go away, you freak. Actually, wait, no. Look forward to the bridge's completion. It is a fine bridge, boasting splendid views and brimming with life. Very image of a man's determination to overcome adversity. I'm honored that it should be named Oshon. Well, this is as far as I asked you to come. But if you're willing, might we converse a little more? It occurs to me I hadn't asked you about your opinion of the 12. How you personally perceive us, for instance, or what you felt when you faced us. Your words from the heart. I would take them as I would take with me as a memento. So yeah, I think people have a lot of big problems about worshipping Halone, and it's caused nothing but problems. But I guess the rest of you are cool. Is that so? Well, the others will be glad to hear that. Thank you for humoring me, Aldine. And apologies for keeping you so long. I'm ready to set forth now, to witness a world filled with our blessing. Oh my god, they're forcing time of day with this one. To begin with, I shall tour Lenosha, visit those locales which are named after the 12. After which I shall go wherever the wind blows. Together with this fellow, of course. Until such time as he tires of my company. This time I shall embrace the joy of meeting and accept the sorrow of parting. And when the time comes for me to return to the Star, I shall share my experiences with my brethren. Needless to say, your words will feature prominently in my recounting. You will continue your own journeys, will you not? I shall look for you out there. Fare you well, my friend. May the 12 bless you and keep you. Oof. Just needed to cut off that audio a little quicker. Well, I guess it's cutscene based, so, like, me pausing on it and stuff would change that, because it wasn't auto-going. One among wanderers. By completing the quest Soaring Prophets, the paintings of certain deities among the 12 will become available for purchase. Oh, enough of that. Is there a good place? Oh, you know what? I might take a picture of that later. We have to sit and redo that, actually. Also, get over there, please. Yeah. That was really good. Yeah, so the thing I was saying before, there's a careful line to walk, I think, between, like, explaining things to make sure that there are explanations or solid common points of, interpretation, and leaving gaps for people to fill in with their interpretation. You know, you leave too much and, you know, people can take it in wild directions, and you give too much and people can't take it in wild directions. There's really only, like, or there's less room to actually read things out. And depending on your aim, neither of those is necessarily bad. But I think there's definitely a I think there's definitely a balance you can strike where you mystify certain characters in certain ways, or societies, ancient civilizations and stuff like that, to a degree that there's clearly some things to work with, but there can be a lot of interpretation that's put into that. Well, what I should have said before was, there's not enough points to actually work with, or readings of that are way too fluid, as opposed to there's tons to work with, but less room to actually think about things. And depending on what you're aiming for, you're gonna fall on that spectrum in different ways. Like, characters that are here and now and talking to you should probably be on the, at least without specific intention, should probably be on the side of being fleshed out, whereas things that aren't, like, in the forefront, things that are often, for background purposes, for framing, for world building and that, often benefit from having some things explained, but not everything. And obviously, like, depending on the way you actually want something to be represented, there's benefits to either of those things. But I think some characters in particular that I've thought about a lot recently, or been introduced to recently, that I think do benefit from the mystification of them, despite some very clear points of reference, are actually really intriguing characters. And Azim I think has been is very mysterious in terms of what we do actually know about them. And one of the things I do like about the way that Azim has been integrated into the story is that they're not talked about much. You talk to characters that have interacted with them, and outside of the obvious role that Azim plays, there's, like, a lot of room to interpret, like, who Azim was as a person. Obviously they don't, like, explain much about who Azim was beforehand, other than Vinar obviously believing in them enough to hand the title off to them. But in terms of personality, in the ways that we know people like Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus, and now we know a bit about, like, all of the 12, even the Watcher. I mean, the Watcher has, like, a side, outside of the game story that you can read about them. But, like, I really like where Azim is, in particular, at the moment, where, like, there's some common points here and there, and there's an eccentric point about the whole jumping, or saving a island from a volcano to spare the grapes. But I like that they're in a position where there are some clear points of reference, but a lot of that is either informed by the way the Warrior of Light acts, or is, like, a very, very solid, specific thing. Like, generally speaking, they act a lot like the Warrior of Light, but they aren't the Warrior of Light. And especially when we look at people we know to have been shards of other people, we can see that there are obviously some big differences sometimes as to what kind of carries on from the ancient world to now. And yeah, I really like where Azim is at the moment. Azim is in terms of the explanations that have been provided. Same with, like, the ancients and that. That whole society as a whole, I think, is just fine to just go, yeah, we're moving on from that. It doesn't need any more explanation, in my opinion. Not that you can't get stuff out of it that wouldn't detract from other things, but, like, I think it's in a really cool spot. I think it's in a really interesting spot to think about because of the things that haven't been explained about it, you know? Like, we know a little bit more about how the 12 met Vinar, how that all got set up and that, but broader society and things like that that don't directly impact the plot haven't been talked about, but that means we can have a lot of fun with just, like, thinking about how that works. A lot hasn't been made of what Azim actually did during their time as Azim, what they really were like before and after taking up the role, what they were doing around the time that, you know, the Sundering was happening. But I think that's, like, actually good. Because we can just kind of, like, think about, well, our Warrior of Light acts certain ways. How much does that paint Azim? Is Azim a completely different person to them? Yeah. I think, like, earlier in my life, I was a lot less keen on characters like that. Like, I want answers from things like this, but... No, not anymore. I think over the years, like... putting enough pins on the board to be able to draw lines between them and then create from there is something I actually kind of treasure now. And I think where we've left off with Myths of the Realm in particular is a fucking great place to do that. Or a great, like, if that was the last we ever learnt about the Ancients, I'd be ecstatic. We don't need to learn more, and it's kind of fun to play with the things we don't. I didn't expect the 12, like, actually, like, going back to the live stream, but also, like, telling Derek to stay behind, or telling Derek to follow his heart. I didn't think that was going to get me as much as it did, but there we go. But yeah, I'm going to finish up tonight, because I've also got to go to bed early. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the MSQ on Friday, so 2 days from now. Yeah, I don't know if I want to risk it. It sounds like people are being really cagey about it. And you know what? As a first test, I don't want to risk going the whole week when I know, for example, that, I don't know, maybe people will be worse in a couple of days and I can't push it past Friday. But yeah, I'll figure it out. And that'll, yeah, because I don't have, like... There's not a lot of people that do watch me, so, like, you know, I feel like the people who do probably, like, burn through it, like Ryuzaki. Like, I feel like a lot of people would probably burn through it, but hey, if it's later on and more people can, like, join in to watch, that maybe I'm, like, you know, maybe people are hesitant to watch because they're trying to avoid spoilers and that, then fuck it. I might as well give it a shot. See how that goes. But yeah, so Friday's going to be, MSQ. On the weekend, I don't think... Oh no, I still do have to try and figure out if I'm gonna hang out with someone. Weekend's gonna be up in the air until probably Friday night, I think. So I might not put a schedule up until then. Either that or I'll do a tentative thing. I don't know which day... if any. Actually, it might need to be next weekend. Sorry, I'm thinking too much. But yeah, there's going to be Paradise Killer on the weekend. I want to try and finish that up. There are a couple of games I've been kind of dying to get to, and I think between time off that I've had and, you know, some days that I've ended up skipping because of circumstances, you know, I've stuck with Paradise Killer a bit too much, and I know the second I get that feeling is like, okay, no, I need to get this done now or I'm going to start hating this game. As an unfortunate byproduct of that. But, yeah. It's roughly what's planned for the rest of the week. I don't think next week's anything special. Nothing to really talk about there, but, yeah. I kind of want to go back and do do that raid immediately again. Because that was really fun, too. Especially, like, throwing all of the mechanics together. That's a special kind of boss where, like, you get to where you take all of these mechanics everyone already knows, but you combine them in different ways. Especially from disparate bosses. Like, obviously, like, some Savage and Ultimate stuff is like, okay, here's some stuff that we introduce, and later on we throw shit on top of that. But, like, doing that from, like, a whole Alliance raid is just... beautiful. But yeah, I think we will end it there then. Anyone streaming? 14. Nope. Miss me with that. Yeah, I think I'll just call it there then. So, thank you very much for watching, live or on the VODs. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have a lovely day, and hope to see you all next time.